Welcome back to the podcast where we ask the question, what makes you happy? Our guest today is a dad, husband, and founder of Pathride, a business on a mission to unglorify busy and help leaders prevent burning out. Now, we have with us today Howard Blackburn from New South Wales, Australia, just up the road from me. It is a pleasure to have you with us, Howard. How are you?
Hey, Jake, mate. Really well. Thanks for having me. Excited to jump on and have a little chat today.
Excited to talk about all things that make you happy and a little bit about burnout as well, because I think that goes hand in hand with the happiness there too. So, Howard, I want you to take it away for us. What makes you happy?
For me, the biggest thing that makes me happy is, having control of my time and what that allows me to do. So, having that control of my time allows me to, explore the passions and the relationships and connections, that matter most to me. And whether that's sport, music, family time, spending time and connecting with those things is what truly makes me happy.
Yeah. And have you kind of realized that connection and stuff like that and being able to manage your own time has brought you happiness throughout your entire life?
Yeah, no, definitely not. It's something I sort of had to go through my own, journey, and I was addicted to busy, which is what's really stemmed my business and what I do today. But put and valued how many hours at work I did over, the impact I was having on not only people at work, but also more importantly, at home, and learned the hard way what it was that truly mattered. I'm still learning today, and it's been an exciting journey, and one that I'm super stoked that I've been through, because it's something that I'm now able to help other people with today.
Did you ever find yourself being uncomfortable when you were bored?
Uncomfortable when bored? I don't know if I'd say no. I like doing nothing. I love sport. I love music. I love, and I've got those things around me a lot of the time, but I'm also happy to just veg out and watch TV. I don't see it as lazy. I see it as me time, winding down, and that's really important in everything that we do.
But you didn't always have that outlook, did you?
No, definitely not. I definitely used to find value in busy as opposed to valuing the impact that I was having on leadership and in life.
And what would you say to our listeners, our watchers then, who may lead that incredibly busy lifestyle and find themselves also tying their happiness to that busyness? What's the message there from you and your experience?
Yeah, I think the first thing is understanding that it's something that you are drawn to, that understanding that you are placing value in the busy, and having to think about what you want your impact and what your values are, like what means most to you. What impact do you want to have on the next generation? What sort of impact are you having on them, 10, 15, 20 years down the track? So understanding the impact that your addiction or your draw to busy is right now. If you don't think there's a way out, there is a way out, but ultimately it starts with you, and you've got to recognize that. And, the best way to start is simply just starting to prioritize yourself, prioritize those things that bring you joy. So it can be as little as 10 to 15 minutes a day, just finding that thing that brings, that makes you smile. It might be reading, writing, sleeping, eating for some, whatever it is that brings you joy, empower it. Because the only person in control of how busy you are is you.
One of the profound things you said to me there was the impact that you're having. And you may think, and I can probably attest to this from my personal experience, that yes, I'm being busy and I'm feeling productive and that's what I'm addicted to, but at what cost? In my personal life, am I cutting off friendships? Am I losing touch with my partner in my relationship? Am I not connecting with family, or am I missing out on things that I have once really appreciated or found a lot of joy in? So it's that sort of impact, like you said, the connection to your kids, but also like, how does that affect your other relationships around you? It's so deep rooted, and you might think, yeah, I need to provide now, right? But what about the future? Okay, you might get yourself financially set, but then you're going to spend all this time fixing holes and trying to mend relationships that if you had just paid a bit more attention to the impact you were having then, you could have prevented all that in the future. So yeah, it's very interesting how deep-rooted being busy now can impact your future relationships and the life that you lead.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Howard, thank you so much for sharing all things that make you happy and your beautiful insights there on burnout and how busy can have a profound impact on not only just the current time, a couple months in the future, but also your life, 10, 15 years down the track. We really appreciate your time.
Mate, appreciate you having me on. It's always good to chat and build new connections. So thanks for having me.
Thanks, Ab.
Thanks for listening to the podcast. We hope it gives you something to think about on your quest to discover what makes you happy. Make sure to check out whatmakesyouhappypodcast.com to connect with today's guest and follow us on all our social media platforms and to stay up to date at what's happening next at What Makes You Happy. Don't forget to share this episode with a friend, and we'll see you next time.